Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 10.2. I'm an old guy gaming. And we're going to start off this episode by making a couple of modifications to our little stealth fighter jet here. And I also found the space station, the Polaris trading station up in orbit. And so I put several things in my inventory that I'm going to go up there and see if I can sell. And see if we can make some coin and maybe buy ourselves something cool with that, or at least, get our money building up. Okay, so that's what we have planned for this episode. I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and if you do, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's get started here. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add some more RCS to this ship, and I want to add a light to it as well. So let's see, how do we want to go about doing this? Let's deal with the light first. So we are going to change the design of the ship a little bit to get all this stuff on here. But I consider this ship a temporary ship anyway until we get our J-Jet going. So I'm not really too terribly concerned if it gets changed a bunch. So let's see, we want the light in front, of course. And so we're going to put this on, and let's make it a horizontal light. It will stick down a little bit, but it is what it is. And let's also grab... what we should do is let's put all this stuff that we're going to sell back in here. So cargo box... that's the normal multi-tool, right? Okay, let's put the ammo in here, so that gives us another spot. We'll hang on to those blocks for now. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to put on all of this stuff here. So we got a hull shield, a pentaxid tank, 2 RCSs, a wireless connection, and then of course the light. Let's also grab from our base the color tool. General storage is where that's located, I believe. Right here. Okay, so that we want to make black so it matches the ship. Okay, so that part's done. Now we had... Oh, something just occurred to me. No, let's just leave it the way it is. Okay. So the RCSs and the wireless are all 1 block items, but this is going to be a fairly large item. Let's see how large it actually is. So I'm thinking we maybe see if we can squeeze this in between the 2 fins here. And to do that, we need to make a couple modifications here. So these are plates that we should be able to just take off. And we might also be able to pull those off too to put a couple things down. All right, so the pentaxid tank... here. Okay, let's look at this again. Can this go down in here now? It still can't fit flat in there because of these guys here. What if we remove this? Now, can we turn it this way and stick it in right like that? Yeah, I think that works. Okay. Now let's put the wireless device right there, and let's put the fuel tank. We'll stick it right in there like so. And then for the RCSs, I'm thinking we could maybe just stick one there and one there, where these blocks are. I'm trying not to really screw up the lines of the ship. You know, the design. What's down here? Nothing. Okay. So maybe we put the RCSs there, because it's a little bit clunky and it's turning, so that's why I wanted to add a couple more of those. Whoops. That went into the wrong location. Let's try that again. There. Okay, so let's just kind of paint all this black. Now, I could... I hope that the generator can handle, you know, this. I guess we're going to find out, aren't we? But we'll just paint everything black here. There we go. Now I could try and, you know, put some plating over this to protect it a little bit, but I don't want to add any more mass to the ship because of the fact that part of what we're trying to do here is get it to actually handle better. So what I'm thinking we do is, you know, we'll rely more on the shields to help protect it. Let's put that in there. And then we want to texture this, probably that, I'm thinking. Yep, I think that's right. Okay, so that could work. Now we want to pull this pentaxid out of here that we've made, and we'll put that into the tank. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I think I must have put the pentaxid in here. Yeah, it needs to be in my inventory to fill it up. Okay, let's power this thing up, and let's just see what happens if we're, like, you know, completely going to overload this thing or not. It doesn't seem like we are. Oh, now and now it's like totally maxed out. Well, it's still coming online, so... But yeah, keep in mind though too that it just uses power that much when it's charging. I don't know this for sure. We'll have to test this theory, but I think once it's fully charged, it doesn't necessarily keep using power until this starts to, you know, to come down. So we'll have to just kind of see how that goes. Let's fill that back up too. Okay, well, we'll try this and we'll see how much, you know, if we like this or not better. Let's name this. Let's name it Little Stealth 2, because it's like a little stealth fighter. Okay, so the shields are fully charged, so we can turn these off for now. Do they take as long to come online as they do on the base? Let's see. It takes about, I haven't actually timed it, about 20 to 30 seconds for them to come online for a base. So how about here? Because the idea being is we just keep them off until we know we're going to be getting, you know, close to a POI that could potentially fire on us. That sort of idea. It does use a lot of power to bring them online too. That's interesting. So that only took about, I'd say maybe 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds to come online. So that's not too bad. Okay, let's... Excuse me. Let's turn those back off now. All right, cool. So we got those upgrades done. And I think what we'll do now is we'll take it up into space, and we'll go to the space station and see if we can make ourselves a little bit of money and do some trading with the Polaris. So this is all the stuff, pretty much most of this stuff except for the fuel and the oxy that we want to sell. I learned that you can actually tell some information about the base attack in this little pane right here. So this tells us if there's a drone base, the probability that we would be attacked, and the things that are contributing to that probability, and the difficulty of our last attack. So that's pretty interesting. There's a lot of good information here in this panel. Usually when I look at it, I look more at power consumption and stuff like that. But there's some good stuff here for us to see. But this in particular is very interesting. So we have just a little over a 50% chance that we might get another attack, but it hasn't actually happened in a while, which is interesting. Okay, let's do this. Whoops. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, she does turn a little bit better now with those RCSs, but we also added more mass to it too, so it is an improvement. Yeah, it is an improvement. In fact, it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good the way that it is. We're a little bit weak sauce on the thrusters just because again of the mass we added, but I don't think it's terrible. I think we can work with it. I don't want to invest a whole lot of time and energy in this little ship because we're not going to be using it for real long. It'll become our backup ship once we get into the Jade Jet. Now, speaking of which, let's look at that for just a minute. Do we have everything we need to spawn that thing in? This is the one we want here, the version 3. Oh yeah, we do. The reason why I hadn't done this yet is because I was really low on silicon. Okay, you know what? Let's go back down and get that started because I really want to get that. I really want to get that going. Let's start with the iron. We need 790 iron. We're just a touch shy, but we'll grab some more. 730 silicon we need. There we go. Copper we need 658. Close enough. Carbon substrate we need 628. Close enough. Sathium 486. We'll just put a half stack in there. Cobalt 292. There we go. Neo we need 40. Only need 40 of Neo. Okay, that takes care of that. So we need to grab a little bit more iron. Let's put all the rest of this back. Iron. Where are you? There you go. We don't have a ton of iron either. More mining is in our near future, that's for sure. Okay, so how much more iron do we need? Oh, not very much at all. Beautiful. Okay, start production. This will take 1 hour and 7 minutes to complete. Okay, so we got that done. Do we want to... That's a small thruster for an SV. Let's just play around with these a little more. I mostly just need upward thrust. The thing I got to be careful of though is that I don't want to overload my engines either, especially with the shields. But I think we just need a little more lift on this thing. Okay, so let's do this. Let's come down here. And we're going to pop these blocks off here. We could even change these out too. In fact, let's do that. So it covers the side of that. Put the thruster here. And I just need to make sure it's turned the right direction. So we'll do that. Okay. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Okay, so that adds a thruster there. We could probably just put one right by the gun. Oh, that's right. We got a little plate there. That works. I'm stuck. Yeah, I know this is going to start looking a little weird, but whatever. Whatever. Alright, maybe what we'll do here is we'll pop out that and put the thruster, a rear thruster in there. Okay, let's try that. We want to get our paint tool back out again for a minute. And make all this stuff black. I didn't realize that stuff wasn't black. It's a little bit weird. You'd think it would be. Okay, cool. So that gives us some more lift now. Like I said, though, I hope I don't overload the generator too badly, but we'll see. Now, we were gonna recover this too. So we want this block. No, I think we want this corner here. So let's flip it around this way. And then this way. Oh, that does stick out too far, doesn't it? I think that's what was on there before. Yeah, that's what was on there before. We don't have... Do we have one of these, though, that has a wider base? Basic shapes, all shapes, cubes and ramps, round shapes and pipes, corners and connectors. Corner half. A3 medium. What are we using right now? That's corner small. What about this guy? If we take him and flip it that way and then flip it this way. There we go. Just what the doctor ordered. Nice. Yeah, that's the way we want it. But why? Wait a minute. What? I would think that's the way we want it, but if we... I got to turn the wrong way somehow. There we go. Okay. My brain's not working. It's pretty late tonight, you guys, so bear with me here. Okay, so if we wanted to cover this, we could potentially do so with probably something like this, or even this. There we go. Okay, so that gives that a little bit of protection without adding too much more mass to it. So we want that texture and that. Why isn't the texture there? Okay. I like the fact that we can color and texture at the same time. That's going to save so much time on ship builds. Those should be changed too. We could change the wings. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, there we go. Now I think we're ready to head up to space. So let's put this back in here. Put those in there. Okay, let's do it. Now we got some lift. And our power usage is only at 24. So we got better turning, we got better lift. I think our acceleration is good enough. Our strafing might be a little bit weak sauce, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, so let's go find the trading station, which I'm bookmarked. It's in the asteroid belt. It's actually pretty hidden in the asteroid belt. There it is over there. And we'll go trade with Polaris and check out the trading station. And I have to be really careful in here not to accidentally even open a crate that we're not supposed to, because you know, we eventually want to get in good with the Polaris, do their quest, but also, you know, if we have good rep with them, we get better pricing. So it behooves us not to piss them off. There we go. Okay, so we have all of our stuff that we want to sell in here. Yeah, see if I, we ran out of time already? Good grief. See how it says, warning, this will change your reputation to unfriendly? So we can't even open the crate, let alone take anything out of it, so. Alright, well let's just pop inside here real quick. I know the time is up, but I might edit some of that other stuff out, so we still try and end around the 30-minute mark. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to find a repair station. Oh, you know what? The repair stations I think are down below now that I think about it. I don't know if there's any in here or not. We got medical stations. We got armor lockers. We can't pick their crops anymore either, like we used to be able to just come up here and rip all the crops off. Now you can't do that. Oh, well, unless you don't care about pissing them off, which we kind of do. We don't want to do that. Those are oxygen stations. Let's go up here. There we go. Repair station. Okay, so let's put these armors in here, and that probably doesn't need to be repaired. Oh, I guess it did. That doesn't seem to work. We might as well repair this while we're here too. There we go. And what about our armor? It's in pretty good shape. Let's not, because I think unless they change this, you have a limited number of repairs that you can do. So you don't want to repair too soon either. Okay, let's talk to this guy here. So he's got a Tech 2 multi-tool. I think you can only sell them what they already have in their inventory. He's got an insulation boost. We really could have used that. Wow, that thing is expensive. On the moon. And look at the price on the medium armor. My word, that's expensive. Well, we could make a bunch of chainsaws and sell it to him. Mobility, multi-oxygen, EVA. Steel plate. Yeah, see, I can only sell him stuff that I have in my inventory and that he has in his inventory. Which means that there isn't really anything we can do with this guy. I don't want to sell my multi-tool. And I don't want to... I do have an oxygen tank boost. Okay, we could sell that. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we sold that. I think that's all, though, that we can sell to this guy. That's something we might consider doing, though, is making a bunch of chainsaws, because those are pretty cheap. And bringing them up here and selling them. It looks like we could probably only sell 4 until he gets to his maximum stock there. These are still the old things. They need to update that. Okay, so as far as buying something from him, there isn't... Excuse me. We could really use this, but boy, let's just keep that in mind. See if we can sell a few other things and make a little bit more bank before we blow almost all of our money on a boost that we're probably going to find the next time we raid a base anyway. This is just a food dude. We could buy a crew. That crew's cheap. Well, let's not worry about that right now. We'll probably buy some crew later. Okay, so I think that's it for the upstairs vendors, right? You're not a vendor, are you? No. Okay. Okay, let's go back down. Aunt Mary's gonna be mostly like sprouts and that sort of thing. So, and this stuff is not hardly worth the effort in terms of selling. This is the teleporter, but it's deactivated. It doesn't work. Alright, what about you, the mining dude? Okay, so you've got an insulation boost as well. I think the prices are the same. So we could... If we ever get to a point where we have a surplus of ore, which doesn't usually happen, we could sell that. Now these, man, if we come across an auto miner core, that's some nice money right there. Otherwise, there's just not really anything else here that I'm seeing. If and when we find another set of medium armor, that sells for a lot of money too, even more than the miners. But it doesn't look like we can sell light armor. Doggone it, that sucks. All right, we need to find a weapons. We need to find a weapons dealer to see if we can sell off some of these guns. So let's go down here. Burgers and fries. He probably doesn't want to buy weapons from us. No, that's just all food stuff. Okay. Likewise, I don't think the sushi bar guy's gonna want to buy guns off of us. So let's forget about him. Medical guys has medical supplies. Okay. You know, these actually aren't that expensive. Excuse me. I don't think I'll... We've got 6 right now. It's something to think about, though, because they're kind of a pain in the ass to make. The tired spaceman. That's not you, is it? Are you tired? Conference room. Do you sell anything? Oh, you do? Oh, okay, weapons guy. Alright, this is a guy we wanted to come to. So, let's see. What do you got, man? So he's only got Tech 2 stuff. Laser gun, minigun. Oh, he's got heavy armor. Look at that. Look how expensive it is, too. Wow. We could get upgrade kits from him. That's good to know. Pulse rifle. Don't we have... I think I have a couple of assault rifles, don't I? I mean, Tech 2. I have one Tech 2 assault rifle. Okay, so... Did we see one of those? No, he doesn't sell assault rifles. What the hell, man? Everything but. Of course. So everything he's... Most of the weapons he has... Okay, laser rifle. There we go. We have an extra laser rifle that we found in some loot or a quest or something. So we could sell that. Alright. We're not going to sell our other one, though. I think I have a minigun back at the base. It's too bad I didn't bring it up here. But if we don't end up finding some heavy armor and loot, which I usually do, we're going to have to save up 55,802 credits. No, 750 credits. I could sell it for more than I can buy it for. Must be in demand. Mobility boosts sell for a shitload of money. You know what I've got? I think I have one of those back at the base too. That's a lot of bank right there. Alright, you know what I think I might do, you guys? I might actually go back home and grab that mobility boost. That's going to really come in handy once we have heavy armor, though. Alright, well, yeah, it doesn't look like... It's too bad. I mean, I don't know if this inventory will refresh or reset or change after, a certain period of time. But, it's too bad you can't sell the cheap stuff because, I mean, what else are you going to do with it? I guess you can throw it in the deconstructor, which we don't have yet. But I wish you could just, sell it like, vendor trash, that sort of idea. But you can't, so that sucks. Any hoozle. We could go get the mobility boost and sell that now because that's gonna give us a lot of money. And what was the other thing I said I had? Oh, a minigun. That doesn't actually sell for a whole lot though. It looks like probably the quantity he has on stock also affects the price. So the more he has on stock, the less, of course, he's going to pay for it, which makes perfect sense, of course. But it's nice to know we can get the upgrade kits here, too. And they're, well, yeah, these aren't too terribly expensive. So, in fact, we could maybe buy the shotgun upgrade kit now, and then we could make the epic. But if we do anything at all, we really need to buy the insulation boost. So I think that's what we'll do. Where did we find that at? I think we found that up. Was it you that had it? Yeah. So you. Well, let's just double check this. So this is going to cost us $74.15, and he has 5 out of 8. There was one other dude that had one too. Ah, he's got 5 out of 7 but it's just a little bit cheaper to buy from him. Okay, there we go. Well, if we find extra suits of armor, man, we're going to make some big bank selling that stuff. So we'll keep that in mind for later on down the road. But I think we're finished here, guys. I think we have done a little bit of buying and selling. And this rest of the stuff, I guess I'm just going to, once we get a deconstructor, that's what we'll do, is we'll just deconstruct and get the materials back. But anyways, I think that we're done with this episode, and I need to go to bed because I'm super tired. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Come and hang out with us on Discord. Come and hang out with me on a live stream. I can't even get down the elevator. You can find the links to both of those places in the About section of the YouTube channel. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.